Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. Tonight, we have a blockbuster update that's sending shockwaves through the basketball world. Sources now believe LeBron James is on the verge of trading the Hollywood Lights for the South Beach Heat, rejoining the Miami Heat this summer. Picture this: the Lake Show faithful waking up one morning to find their 40-year-old icon packing his bags, not for another championship parade in LA, but for the white sands and neon lights of Miami. It sounds like a Hollywood script, yet league insiders insist this isn't wishful thinking. It's very real. It all hinges on that massive $52.6 million player option LeBron holds for the 2025-26 season. Under the NBA's collective bargaining agreement, he must decide by June 29th whether to opt in and return to the Lakers under his existing contract, or decline that deal and become an unrestricted free agent. Friends close to James say he's leaning toward the latter, ready to test the open market for the first time since 2018. I've heard from multiple league execs that LeBron's bags are practically packed for South Beach, says one front office veteran who requested anonymity. He's ready to sign a max deal with the Heat. He's thinking, I can chase that number 2 role again and let somebody else carry the scoring load at times, because back in Miami I thrived in that structure. Let's journey further down memory lane to 2010, when the NBA universe collectively gasped as LeBron James, fresh off back-to-back MVP campaigns in Cleveland, signed with the Miami Heat. Overnight, sports pundits and fans alike found themselves glued to their screens as the Big Three was born: LeBron, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh. It was a seismic shift that forever altered the league's power structure. In their inaugural 2010-11 campaign, Miami advanced to the finals, only to fall just short of a title, but they returned stronger, claiming back-to-back championships in 2012 and 2013. The image of LeBron bursting free off a Wade screen for thunderous alley-oop finishes or sealing a game with a perfectly timed Bosh lob is indelibly etched in NBA lore. Yet it wasn't just the offense that dazzled. Those Heat teams were defined by an ironclad defense, marked by suffocating help rotations, relentless ball pressure, and an unyielding commitment to the Heat culture that Pat Riley instilled. It was the ultimate blueprint of two-way excellence, and it's precisely what LeBron's inner circle believes he needs again if he truly aims to chase championship number 5. Now, fast forward to the summer of 2025, and picture Miami in a state of controlled reconstruction. The Heat lost key veterans, none more impactful than Jimmy Butler, and endured a first-round exit this year, but the franchise's DNA remains untouched. Pat Riley's presence looms large, ensuring discipline, accountability, and a next man up. Ethos remain front and center. Enter LeBron James, the one player whose mere arrival can reignite a franchise's championship aura. Behind closed doors, agents and executives whisper that LeBron is fixated on rejoining the Heat precisely because he knows Miami offers the most direct path to another title run. Sources close to James insist that the Eric Spoelstra-LeBron relationship is the most battle-tested player-coach bond in the game, one that has elevated both to historic heights. They argue that Spoelstra's defensive schemes, which emphasize switch-everything coverages, rapid closeouts, and stifling pick-and-roll hedges, would allow LeBron to conserve energy by leaning on his instincts rather than bulldozing his way through every possession. Meanwhile, young stars like Bam Adebayo, already a two-way force, and budding wings such as Tyler Herro or promising rookie Jamie Jaquez Jr. stand ready to shoulder more of the scoring load. In Miami, LeBron wouldn't need to be the alpha scorer every night. He could pivot into a complementary role that maximizes his leadership and defensive prowess, extending his career while still chasing glory. Contrast that with Los Angeles, where just weeks ago the Lakers watched helplessly as LeBron poured in a staggering 25.4 points, a 9.0 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per contest in the first-round loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, only to see the series slip away 4-1. That defeat laid bare the Lakers' glaring deficiencies. No true paint protector to anchor the defense, a wing rotation thin enough to be shredded by length, and a fatal over-reliance on LeBron's Herculean efforts to carry the offense. Rob Pelinka, long accustomed to cultivating contingency plans, is said to have already compiled a wish list of potential replacements, Jaren Jackson Jr. and Nick Claxton among them. But insiders concede that no future free agent or trade could replicate LeBron's singular combination of star power and cultural magnetism. For 7 straight seasons, the Lakers' identity, both on the court and in the marketplace, has revolved around LeBron James. Without him, the entire franchise narrative risks collapse. Season ticket holders balking at steep prices, national television advertisers balking at fading ratings, and social media chatter shifting from Laker everything to what's next. Adding fuel to the fire, LeBron's social feeds have gone conspicuously dark. Gone are the breezy sunset, selfies in Venice Beach, replaced instead by radio silence, and, according to league whisperers, a flurry of encrypted discussions between his representatives and Miami's front office. Could this be the digital smokescreen heralding an imminent LeBron opt-out announcement? Over the past decade, his free agency decisions have become must-see events. Think the decision in 2010, or his tearful return to Cleveland in 2014, each setting off seismic shifts across the NBA landscape. Now, insiders are already dubbing this potential 2025 move the Decision 3.0, with ramifications that would eclipse even his previous choices. Imagine the scene: a cryptic Instagram story at 3 a.m., then nothing but silence. Sports podcasters dissect every possible clue. A subtle like on a Miami-centric post, the absence of his trademark promotional partnership shots in L.A., a retweet of Heat legend Alonzo Mourning's Heat Culture tribute. Meanwhile, front office. Veterans in Los Angeles are said to be scrambling, feverishly recalculating cap space and potential trade packages to preempt the fallout. Sources say conversations between Pelinka and prospective targets like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Nick Claxton have already ramped up behind the scenes as the Lakers prepare for the unthinkable. Meanwhile, all across Southern California, season ticket holders find themselves at a loss. On one end of the spectrum sit the diehards who declare, "I'll still wear purple and gold, LeBron or no LeBron." On the other, heartbroken fans threaten boycotts. "No king, no tickets, I'll be watching from home." Talk radio hosts spin into a frenzy, inviting former Lakers legends like Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to weigh in on air, each offering heartfelt pleas. "LeBron, remember what we built together," they might say. But even their voices may not unseat the tidal wave of momentum pulling him toward Miami. Speaking of Miami, the Heat have quietly stoked the rumor mill themselves. Leaked snippets from Pat Riley's office suggest a willingness to accommodate. LeBron's max contract, while the team's young core, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro, and rookie Jaime Jaquez Jr., have been seen subtly recalibrating their social media presence to welcome a potential king. Season ticket applications surge, and local radio spots in South Beach vibrate with anticipation. "We're bringing him home," they tease. Imagine the scene when LeBron steps onto the Heat's parched floor, greeted by chants of MVP from a delirious crowd. It would be a homecoming sequel 15 years in the making. Yet behind the curtain of business and spectacle lies a deeply personal dilemma. Los Angeles isn't just another stop on LeBron's resume. It's the city where he built a global brand, founded the I Promise School to uplift Akron's at-risk youth, and planted roots for his 4 children. His eldest, Bronny, has openly reveled in LA's culture, dreaming of sharing the court with his father under the bright lights of Staples Center. Would LeBron really sever that familial bond and uproot his son's future, just to chase one more ring? Or is he restless, yearning for the visceral thrill he once felt tearing through the Eastern Conference as Miami's catalyst? At 40 years old, LeBron stands at the most consequential crossroads of his storied career. To stay in Los Angeles would reinforce the narrative of loyalty, of a champion determined to redefine the franchise's destiny alongside a rising star, in Luka Doncic. It would cement his legacy as the architect of a purple and gold renaissance. But to head back to South Beach, reuniting with coach Erik Spoelstra and the memory-laden Big Three era, would be a bold, almost romantic gesture. It would say, "I'm here for more than wins. I'm here for history." It's the type of audacious move only LeBron could pull off. As June 29th inches closer, every cryptic social media post, each clandestine meeting, and all the front office back channels will be under a microscope. Will LeBron decline his $52.6 million player option and ink a deal in Miami? Or will he shock the world by opting in, embracing one more audition for the Lakers' title stage? One thing is certain. This summer won't be defined by draft picks or mid-level signings, but by where LeBron James chooses to hang his jersey. And whether that's under the swaying palms of South Beach or the palm trees of LA, the NBA will never be the same. The timing is critical. Los Angeles watched helplessly as LeBron poured in 25.4 points, 9.0 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per game in the first-round loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, yet the Lakers fell 4-1. That defeat exposed glaring weaknesses: no banger at center, thin wing depth, and over-reliance on LeBron's heroics. Despite his immense production, fitting another megastar like Luka Doncic beside him proved unsustainable. Now imagine Rob Pelinka and company waking up to an entirely different Ion. King's gone. Pelinka is said to have quietly begun contingency plans, lining up trade and free agent targets in case LeBron walks. Names like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Nick Claxton emerge, but in reality, nothing can truly replace LeBron's pull. The Lakers have built the past 7 years around LeBron's presence. Without him, the entire selling point, with fans, sponsors, and media, shifts overnight. How do you sustain ticket sales, broadcast ratings, and social media engagement without your main attraction? Further fueling speculation, LeBron's social media activity has turned eerily quiet. No more celebratory posts about LA sunsets, just radio silence. Meanwhile, insiders note a flurry of South Beach rumors in his agents' circles. Are these breadcrumbs leading to a seismic summer move? Every summer for more than a decade, LeBron's free agency process has captivated the sport. Will 2025 be the decision 4.0, where he once again reshapes the league's balance of power, or will Lakers' loyalties and his son, Bronny's future keep him tethered to Los Angeles one more season? Season ticket holders and street corner analysts alike are buzzing. If he goes to Miami, I'm done. Heat jerseys for sale? In LA? Unreal? I'll root for him if he goes. Still the king no matter what. Amid the outrage and excitement, one thing is clear. This isn't just roster maneuvering. LeBron's decision will turn into one of the most consequential free agency sagas in NBA history. So, what do you think about all of this? Could LeBron really swing to the Heat and rekindle that South Beach dynasty? Or is the lure of Hollywood and family life in Los Angeles too strong? Personally, I lean toward LeBron staying in LA. His roots, his son, his legacy seem inseparable from the Lakers. But the temptation of a reunion with Spoelstra and a chance to chase ring number 5 in Miami is undeniably intoxicating. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below.